Seems like Ilya and I have something in common with our mothers. We want them dead. Well, to an outsider that might seem extreme and harsh, but I suppose Ilya wants her mother dead because she's evil and hurts people and she's had enough of it. Especially the part about becoming an evil old hagraven. For my case, when it comes to wanting my mother dead, well, it's because she wants me dead. But it's not a case where I can say, I don't want my mother dead, so I will stay away from her. No. The assassin guild she runs out of the imperial city called the Family is hunting me. So now, every day or two, I get bounty hunters or an assassin from the family tracking me down. And they aren't finding me just to give me a big hug from Mama. Though, Temujin was big enough to do something like that, where he could squeeze someone to death. But no, his thing was with his great big hammer. So another assassin has been eliminated. I gave the mask she wore to Lucian, but I actually dislike it on him. It makes him look strange and wrong. Not that I was enamored with his face to begin with or anything. It just doesn't give me a good feeling. It's unsettling, I guess I could say. So we killed Ilya's mother and she left. Just gone like she took an invisibility potion. I can only think that what we did greatly bothered her. Meaning she actually cared about her mother deep down. I don't know if I will ever see Ilya again, but if I do, maybe I could give her a big hug myself. Now to this goblin business. They are very prevalent in Cyrodiil, but I hear they are everywhere in Tamriel. In some provinces they are there in small numbers, in others great numbers. Goblins aren't really known for being in Skyrim, but they come over the mountains bordering the south. We used to see them almost as much as the bandits in Cyrodiil when I was in the Legion Light Cavalry. We had orders to leave them alone unless we felt threatened. So of course we killed them, often. When there were no bandits around, we routinely chased down goblins. Farmers and villages hated them. They would steal and kill people if given the chance. For me, I find them stupid little repulsive beasts, and my standing order as a centurion in the Light Cavalry was to kill them on sight. I don't know what idiot back in the Imperial City did want us to kill them, but no one took that order seriously. They will not just eat your livestock, but eat you too. Now, the time of stopping to help people retake their castles, kill their mothers, fulfill bounties, and stopping to talk to farmers is all over with. Maybe we can go inside Riften and see about joining the Thieves Guild, as I said. I do want to find this last standing stone before we go in. But first, I have this nice little campfire started. After all the adventures we had lately, it's time to read a book. What do I have? How about something that I've been holding on to for a while? I have so many books. Kind of ridiculous. What's Words and Philosophy? Lady Elena Bennock, former master of the Valenwood Fighters Guild and head of the Emperor's personal guard in the Imperial City, has been leading a campaign to reacquaint the soldiers of Tamriel with the sword. I met with her on 3 different occasions for the purposes of this book. The first time was at her suite in the palace on the balcony overlooking the gardens below. I was early for the interview, which had taken me nearly 6 months to arrange, but she gently chided me for not being even earlier. I've had time to put up my defenses now, she said, her bright green eyes smiling. Lady Bennock is a Bosmer, a wood elf, and, like her ancestors, took to the bow in her early years. She excelled at the sport, and by the age of 14 she had joined the hunting party of her tribe as a jackspur, a long-distance shooter. During the Black Year of 396, when the Parik tribe began their rampage through the southeastern Valenwood with the aid of powers from the Somerset Isle, Lady Bennock fought the futile battle to keep her tribe's land. I killed someone for the first time when I was 16. She says now, I don't remember it very well. He or she was just a blur on the horizon where I aimed my bow, and meant no more to me than shooting animals. I probably killed 100 people like that during that summer and fall. I didn't really feel like a killer until that wintertide, when I learned what it was like to look into a man's eyes as you spilled his blood. It was a scout from the Parik tribe who surprised me while I was on camp watch. We surprised each other, I suppose. I had my bow at my side, and I just panicked, trying to string an arrow when he was half a yard away from me. It was the only thing I knew to do. Of course, he struck first with his blade, and I just fell back in shock. You always remember the mistakes of your first victim. His mistake was assuming because he had drawn blood, and I had fallen, that I was dead. I rushed at him the moment he turned from me towards the sleeping camp of my tribesmen. He was caught off guard, and I wrested his blade away from him. I don't know how many times I stabbed him by the time I stopped. When the next watch came to relieve me, my arms were black and blue with strain. There was not a solid piece of him left. I had literally cut him into pieces. You see, I had no concept of how to fight or how much it took to kill a man. Lady Bannock, aware of this deficiency in education, began teaching herself swordsmanship at once. You can't learn how to use a sword in Valenwood, she says, which isn't to say Bosmer can't use blades, but we're largely self-taught. As much as it hurt when my tribe found itself homeless, pushed to the north, it did have one good aspect. It afforded me the opportunity to meet Redguards. Studying all manners of weapon wielding under the tutelage of Wardre Akor. Wardre Akor? That's a strange name. Lady Bannock excelled. She became a freelance adventurer, traveling through the wilds of southern Hammerfell and northern Valenwood, protecting caravans and visiting dignitaries from the various dangers indigenous to the population. Unfortunately, before we were able to pursue her story of her early years any further, Lady Bannock was called away on urgent summons from the Emperor. Such is often the case with the Imperial Guard, and in these troubled times, perhaps more so than in the past. When I tried to contact her for another talk, her servants informed me that her mistress was in Skyrim. Another month passed, and when I visited her suite, I was told she was in High Rock. To her credit, Lady Bannock actually sought me out for our second interview on Sun's Dusk of that year. I was in a tavern in the city called the Blood and Rooster when I felt her hand on my shoulder. She sat down at the rude table and continued her tale as if it had never been interrupted. She returned to the theme of her days as an adventurer and told me about the first time she had ever felt confident with a sword. I owned at that time an enchanted daikatana, quite a good one, of Daedric metal. It wasn't an original Akaviri, not even of design. I didn't have that kind of money, but it served my primary purpose of delivering as much damage with as little effort on my part as possible. Akor had taught me how to fence, but when faced with a life or death situation, I always fell back on the old overhand wallop. A pack of orcs had stolen some gold from a local chieftain in Meditia, and I went looking for them in one of the ubiquitous dungeons that dot the countryside in that region. There were the usual rats and giant spiders, and I was enough of a veteran by then to dispatch them with relative ease. The problem came when I found myself in a pitch-black room, and all around me I heard the grunts of orcs nearing in. I waved my sword around me, connecting with nothing, hearing their footsteps coming ever nearer. Somehow, I managed to hold back my fear and to remember the simple exercises Master Akor had taught me. I listened, stepped sideways, swung, twisted, stepped forward, swung a circle, turned around, sidestepped, swung. My instinct was right. The orcs had gathered in a circle around me, and when I found a light, I saw that they were all dead. That's when I focused on my study of swordplay. I'm stupid enough to require a near-death experience to see the practical purposes, you see. Lady Bannock spent the remainder of the interview responding in her typically blunt way to the veracity of various myths that surrounded her and her career. It was true that she became the master of the Valenwood's Fighters Guild after winning a duel with the former master, who was a stooge of the Imperial Battle Mage, the traitor Jagar Tharn. It wasn't not true that she was the one responsible for the Valenwood's Guild's disintegration 2 years later. Actually, the membership in Valenwood chapter was healthy, but in Tamriel overall, the mood was not conducive for the continued existence of a non-partisan organization of freelance warriors. It was true that she first came to the Emperor's attention when she defended Queen Akorithi of Sentinel from a Breton assassin. It was not true that the assassin was hired by someone in the High Court of Daggerfall. At least, she says wryly, that was never been proven. It was also true that she married her former servant Urkin after he had been in her service for 11 years. No one knows how to keep my weaponry honed like he does, she says. It's a practical business. I either had to give him a raise or marry him. The only story I asked her was that she would neither admit nor refute was that the one about Calaxes, the Emperor's bastard. When I brought up the name, she shrugged, professing no knowledge of the affair. I pressed on with the details of the story. Calaxes, though not in line for succession, had been given the Archbishopric of the One, a powerful position in the Imperial City and indeed over all of Tamriel where that religion is honored. Whispering began immediately that Calaxes believed that the gods were anchored with the secular governments of Tamriel and the Emperor specifically. It was even said that Calaxes advocated full-scale rebellion to establish a theocracy over the Empire. It is certainly true. I pressed on that the Emperor's relationship with Calaxes had become very stormy, and that legislation had been passed to limit the Church's authority. That is, up until the moment when Calaxes disappeared. Suddenly, without notice to his closest of friends, many said that Lady Bannock and the Imperial Guard assassinated the Archbishop Calaxes in the sacristy of his church. The date usually given was the 29th of Sun's Dusk, 3rd Era 398. Of course, responds Lady Bannock with one of her mysterious grins. I don't need to tell you that the Imperial Guard's position is as protectors of the throne, not assassins, but surely no one is more trusted than the Guard for such a sensitive operation. I say carefully. Lady Bannock acknowledges that, but merely says that such details of her duties must remain secret as a matter of Imperial security. Unfortunately, her ladyship had to leave early the next morning, as the Emperor had business down south, of course. I couldn't be told more specifics. She promised to send me word when she returned, so we could continue our interview. As it turned out, I had business of my own in the Somerset Isle, compiling a book on the Sigic Order. It was therefore with surprise that I met her ladyship 3 months later in Firsthold. This is a long story. We managed to get away from our respective duties to complete our third and final interview on a week along the Desetto, the great river that passes through the royal parks of the city. Steering away from the questions of her recent duties and assignments, which I guess rightly she was loath to answer, I returned to the subject of sword fighting. Frandar Hunding, she says, lists 38 grips, 750 offensive and 1,800 defensive positions, and nearly 9,000 moves essential to sword mastery. The average hack and slasher knows one grip, which he uses primarily to keep from dropping his blade. He knows one offensive position, facing his target, and one defensive position, fleeing. Of the multitudinous rhythms and inflections of combat, he knows less than one. The ways of the warrior were never meant to be the easiest path. The archetype of the idiot fighter is as solidly ingrained as that of the brilliant wizard and the shrewd thief, but it was not always so. The figure of the philosopher swordsman, the blade-wielding artist are creatures of the past, together with the sword singer of the Red Guards, who was said to be able to create and wield a blade with but the power of his mind. The future of the intelligent blade wielder looks bleak in comparison to the glories of the past. Not wanting to end our interview on a sour note, I pressed Lady Elena Bannock for advice for young blade swingers just beginning their careers. When confronted with a wizard, she says, throwing petals of canthleaf into the Desetto. Close the distance and hit him hard. Yes. Yeah, you don't need to read about it or be taught about that to get that part. Every idiot with a sword knows that. Alright, time to pack it up. And now I'm overburdened. Let's destroy this. Put it out. Pick up my cooking pot. Now I'm carrying a lot. Time to offload what I can. On to, Princess. Alright. Who lives here? Another farm. Who are you? You're not the courier, are you?
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm
are.
supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Now what?
Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Letter from Janasa. Why is she writing me? What is it? Letter from Janasa. Toril Jensen. A lute merchant has come to town. Some of the instruments were so beautifully crafted I had to buy one. If you have any songs you want to hear from me, let me know. I hope I can learn at least 3 to 4 by the time you return. Careful with rogue spells, right? Janasa. I think she misses being with us. Lots of chickens here. You have rabbits in here too. Calico cat. Hello.
If you're looking to purchase goods, I have none to sell.
You have none to
Head into Riften instead. Good day.
Okay. Oh, what a funny looking little pig. Hey, piggy. You have boars. Oh, you also have guards here, so hopefully they'll protect you. That's right. Right, we are going to the Shadow Stone? It's this way, kind of. To ride through a bit of his field to get to it. Up there, I think. I think I can see it. How to get up there?
Lucian, this way.
Oh, what's this? That's not the shadow. That's not the Shadow Stone, is it? Don't think so. Interesting looking stone, though. This is a bit rough for a horse, but... Oh, they have a camp here. Oh, this is the Shadow Stone. Oh, there's somebody over there. I know we're here. They look like mages. Yep. Close the distance, they say.
Never should have come here.
Got her down. That's the best time to charge. And using poison.
Just this crap.
Hey! More poison. Potent poison. This one is tough though. I'll use that on dragon. There's another one. Oof.
Silly spell slinger.
Get your ebony arrow. Is there more?
I have killed tougher foes than you.
What was that? Always chasing your horse. Oh, one of these bone wolves.
Why do you always run everywhere?
What? I usually go use my horse. Giant's toe. Wait, it's heavy. Oh, I'm almost at my limit. Look at these staves. Fireballs. Couldn't you use this, Lucian? You know what? I'm gonna give them both. I'm gonna give them to him. Why am I always running? So you're the Shadow Stone, huh? Where is Lucian? Lucian, I hear you. You weren't in the fight? Could have used you. Mage against mage. Where is the Imperial? Nice little place they have here.
I love it here.
Is this what... Is this the book I'm looking for? No, no. Beggar. It's just called Beggar. Almost had it. Yeah. Oh, really? Ah, nice. Look at this armor.
Well
Too
done.
much. Where's Lucian? Lucian, where are you? I got to go find him. Well, here we are. This is the southern part of Riften. Ah, there you are, Lucian. Looking for you. I have something for you. Staff of fireballs.
Riften is a place of fast hands and bad men. A girl could fall in love in a place like this and get her heart broken just as quickly.
Look, a snowflake. Look, another snowflake. Be careful not to eat too much of that entaloma. Being blue is Inigo's thing.
Oh, you know what? You know I have all that on me, do you? Okay, let's trade.
Any chance of a helmet? Could really use one the next time a bandit takes a swing at my skull.
You have a mask? Okay, so, here. Just don't hit us with fireballs. Where is it?
Let me know if you need anything else.
Alright, let's go into Riften. I assume I don't have
What
to...
could it mean? The return of the Dragonborn? And who among us could possibly hold that honor and such power?
Me. Look.
The power! Voice of the Dragonborn!
Yes. I am the Dragonborn.
By the gods, it's true, isn't it? A dragon has attacked Whiterun. How
What?
could mere men bring down such a beast?
Oh, the tower. I was thinking the tower... For all I know, the dragon did attack the city. I haven't been there in a little while. This is an area I don't usually approach from the south. Dragon's tongue.
Yes?
Just picking flowers for alchemy. Honor Hall Orphanage. You know who I should go see is the Jarl. Because I didn't eliminate Crow's Tooth. That's going to take a while. Where is it? I don't think. I have to look. Let's look through my journal. No, we can't go. This death bell.
Terribly sorry.
Can't go see the Jarl yet. I haven't anything to bring to the Jarl. I think it's a woman that's in charge here. I do have some things. Oh, you gave me some things, Zora. Oh, you gave me leather. Oh, thank you. Now I've got to offload that on Inigo.
No matter the weather, Riften always smells lovely. It is a good place to start a new adventure.
Well, that's true. Let's trade.
I will bear your burdens gladly.
You know, I need that mask from you, by the way. It wasn't meant for you to... It kind of looks like your face, though, interestingly enough. It doesn't provide any protection, though. I like to see your face, at least. Not this crazy, snarling gold face looking back at me. Okay, so, I've got leather. You can have any of the pelts I'm carrying. I do have quite a lot. Here, carry the girl's yellow dress. I don't plan to need that for a while. Okay, that's a bit better.
All
right.
set?
We got things to sell. This is the market. Is everybody off eating lunch right now? There's no one at the stall. Hello again, Balamund.
Come to see Balamund perform miracles with steel, eh?
Do you train for smithing?
You wish to do what I do?
Oh, yeah.
Very well.
Oh, yes. Very much so. I'm going to be training for a while here, guys. Go and see the city, I guess. It's like things just got quiet as soon as we walked in. I have to talk to the innkeeper about Savashna.
Got the coin? You're welcome here. Otherwise, hit the road.
That's some hospitality. All right.
What can I get you? Meat? Wine?
Any news or rumors floating about?
Here, take a look at this.
Vampires in Boulder Fall Cave? What's the word around here?
Riften's biggest exports used to be fishing and honey until the Blackbriar family moved in. Now the meadery is the biggest game in town.
Good for everybody here. Where can I learn more about magic?
Head north to Winterhold. There's a college there. They teach magic. Most Nords don't care for them. Else you could go see the Jarl's wizard. Might be able to help you.
Any other word around town?
If it's true that the dragons have returned, what will it mean for all of us? Is this how it all ends?
I don't want to think of that. That's why I'm here. Any other word?
If Maven Blackbriar keeps raising prices on meat, I'll have to resort to watering it down just to make ends meet.
Okay. Any other news or rumors?
Here, take a look at this.
Okay. Thank you.
Come back and see us again.
What can I do for you?
Who's that by the door?
Do you mind?
Yes?
Orc?
Yeah. What's your problem?
Hey, Orc.
What's a milk drinker like you doing out here?
Uh,
Go home to your mother.
You shouldn't talk to me like that.
Why? What are you gonna do? Cry?
Back off now.
I don't have to take that from you. Come on.
This is what you come into town for? Start trouble. Okay, you struck first. Now you're dead, Orc. Good with that shield.
We made such a good team.
Stupid Orc. That's a pretty woman.
Yeah. What's your problem?
Problem?
Need
A problem
something.
just looking at you?
Since we're here, my thing, I hope you don't mind
Yeah.
if I order
What's your problem?
Looking for work? I need someone to deliver a message to Sibby Blackbriar.
Yeah. What's your problem?
What's going on? What sort of message?
Ah, well, I recently approached Sibby Blackbriar about buying Frost, one of the finest breeding horses in Skyrim. He agreed to sell. I paid Sibby half the cost of Frost up front, but before he could deliver, Maven had him locked up. Sibby believes this exempts him from our deal.
Man, she walks nice.
It does
You were
not.
saying?
I want you to talk to Sibby for me. Then I want you to bring me Frost and the lineage papers that prove the horse's worth.
I'll have some milk and a side of bread.
Sounds easy enough.
Good man. You won't regret it. Head to the Riften jail and talk to Sibby.
What?
Get him to tell you where Frost and his lineage papers are and bring them to me outside Riften.
What's a Blackbriar
You'll be
doing
well
in jail?
paid for your time.
Why don't you tell Sibby yourself?
I'm not exactly comfortable around guards or jails. Definitely not when associates of mine have been locked up. No, I'll meet you outside of town.
Why is Sibby in jail?
No idea, but whatever he did, it must have angered Maven. No guard would lock up a Blackbriar without the old lady's permission.
That's what I thought.
I'll meet you outside of
What's
town.
your problem?
You might be waiting there for a little while. There are lots of Argonians here. Lots of Khajiits too. Half the people in here are Argonian.
Welcome to the Bee and Barb, my lord.
Hey,
If
headsman.
I can interest you in one of our special drinks,
something?
you let me know.
Oh, you're friendly.
Is there something I can do for you?
You mentioned you serve special drinks?
3, in fact. They're my own recipe. Brought them over here from my days as a bartender in Gideon. First is the Velvet LeChance, which is a mixture of blackberry, honey, spiced wine, and a touch of nightshade. Perfectly safe, I assure you.
The nightshade makes it safe.
Second, we have the White Gold Tower, which is heavy cream with a layer of blended mead, lavender, and dragon's tongue on top. Last, and only for the bravest of souls, we have the Cliff Racer, which is firebrand wine, Cyrodiilic brandy, Flynn, and Sujama.
So your wife is Karava. How did you two meet?
I met her when I wandered into Riften a few years ago. Been smitten with her ever since. In fact, I'm thinking of asking her to marry me. In Blackmarsh, tradition dictates we present a potential mate a unique wedding ring to represent our future bond. I already have the gold band, but all I need are 3 flawless amethysts to complete the setting.
Well, I might have that. I could find those for you.
I was hoping you'd offer. I didn't think it was my place to ask such a favor of you. I thank you.
Could you tell me about the wedding ring?
Every Argonian wedding proposal band is supposed to have 3 flawless amethysts as part of their design.
Oh.
2 of the gems, the ones on the outside, represent the couple to be married. 1 for the husband, 1 for the wife. The amethyst in the center represents the Hist, the entity that all Argonians consider a sacred part of our lives.
Yes, I've heard about that, and I read about it, I should say, when I was younger. Okay, good enough.
If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
Everything is so quiet in here. When we first came in here, it was really loud.
Need something?
Stupid orc.
Welcome to the Bee and Barb, my lord. If I can interest you in one of our special drinks, you let me know.
Well, hopefully the marketplace is open. I still have a lot of things to sell. I've got some... Where is everybody? Oh, there's a couple people here. Hello.
Need something?
No? Oh, you must be a wench. What are you selling?
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you carry, eh, lad?
What are you talking about? I've done plenty of honest work, sorry. What are you going on about?
I'm saying you've got the coin, but you didn't earn a septim of it honestly.
I'm an adventurer in the Dragonborn. I've killed a lot of bad people and creatures to get what I have. My wealth is none of your business.
Oh, but that's where you're wrong, lad. Wealth is my business. Maybe you'd like a taste.
Taste of what? What do you have in mind?
I've got a bit of an errand to perform, but I need an extra pair of hands. And in my line of work, extra hands are well paid.
What do I have to do?
Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under his stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing.
Why plant the ring on Branche?
There's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. That's all you need to know. Now, you tell me when you're ready, and we'll get started.
Why are we doing this, Branche?
We've been contracted to make sure Branche remembers not to meddle in affairs that aren't his own. Now, since we're not the Dark Brotherhood, we're not going to kill him.
You're the
We're just
Thieves
going to
Guild,
make
aren't
sure
you?
he sits in the prisons for a few days.
I'm ready. Let's get this started.
Good. Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of.
Show what I'm made of.
Everyone, gather round. I have something amazing to show you that demands your attention. No pushing, no shoving. Plenty of room. Gather round, all. To hear this.
Just in case. Where is it?
This way, everyone.
Oops.
Gather round, all.
Oh, there's lots here, but they just need Medesi's ring. Yeah, I'm tempted to get the other stuff, but that would look very bad and obvious.
You need to hear this.
Come on, Brignon. What is it this time?
Patience, Branche.
Branche is the Dark Elf?
Rare opportunity. I wouldn't want you to get left out.
That's what you said about the wisp essence, and it turned out to be crushed nirnroot mixed. water.
Well, I see that my time is up. Come back tomorrow if you wish to buy.
What a waste of time. Damn. I knew I shouldn't have waited.
Looks like I chose the right person for the job.
Oh,
Looks
that
like
was
I
easy.
chose the right person for the job. And here you go. Your payment. Just as I promised. The way things have been going around here, it's a relief that our plan went off without a hitch.
Huh? What's been going on?
Nah. My organization's been having a run of bad luck.
The
But I
Thieves Guild?
suppose that's just how it goes. But never mind that. You did the job, and you did it well. Best of all, there's more where that came from.
Is it?
If you think you can handle it.
Oh, I can more than handle it.
All right then. Let's put that to the test. The group I represent has its home in the Ratway beneath Riften.
Ah,
a
I've heard of
tavern
the
called the
Ratway.
Ragged Flagon. Get there in one piece, and we'll see if you really got what it takes.
That's such a challenge. Go through the sewers. Taking care of business, huh? Well. Where are all the merchants?
Never allow anyone to treat you as incapable. There's a place in the world for each of us, and we are all beautiful just the way we are.
Last time I talked to you, a
We know you have it.
bounty hunter tried to take me out. Huh? Oh, dead raven.
Need something?
You're the one I planted it on. Wonder if I could buy from
That
him.
wasn't very nice what you did to Branche. It seems real thieves are not
Have
as
what?
romantic as in the
What in
tales.
blazes are you talking about?
Don't play stupid. I said turn out your pockets. Now.
I'm telling you, I don't... Wait, what's this ring? This isn't mine.
That's right, it isn't yours. You're under arrest, Branche.
This is insane. I didn't steal anything. I never saw this ring before in my entire life.
We can do this one of two ways. You can walk with me to the keep, or I can drag your lifeless body. Your choice.
But I... Very well.
Alright then. I need to sell a bunch of other things. There's also the alchemist shop. Apparently that's down below. Hello.
Huh? What do you want?
Did I see you at the stables?
Yes. Hofgreer took me in when I arrived in Riften about a year ago. He's been teaching me everything he knows. Horses are my whole life. Back in Hammerfell, I helped my family raise horses at our farm. I hope to open my own stables one day, but I think it's going to take a lot longer than I expected.
I heard you were in some kind of trouble. What is it?
I owe a great deal of money to someone, and I think they cheated me. I don't know what to do.
Tell me the details.
I was able to work out a deal with the stables in Whiterun to sell me some of their tack and harnesses. I borrowed some gold from Sapphire to pay for the shipment, but it got robbed before it even arrived.
Sure, I might have some.
Now Sapphire wants her money back, and if I don't pay her, I think she's going to kill me.
I can help you pay off your debt.
You will? Oh, thank you.
I guess I have to go
Be
talk
careful
to
with
her.
Sapphire. She mixes with all sorts of nasty people.
She's the one in the inn, is she?
What can I do for you?
Oh, by the gods, what's with your eyes? That does not look right.
Hmm?
You look rather pale.
It would seem so.
Whoa.
New
That
in
is not
town,
a
eh?
dark elf.
Here
That's
for
a
the fishing, I
vampire.
guess.
Alright. I know the alchemy shop is down here. Picking up moss. There's also supposed to be whole sewer system with beggars, and I guess it leads to the Thieves Guild. Oh, look at this. I found it.
I'm kind of busy, but if you need any potions or ingredients, let me know.
You're kind of busy? Can you kind of help me? Like to sell?
You here for lessons like Ingen?
Lessons?
Or did you wish to buy something? Do you have any idea how busy I am? My mixture could be burning as we speak.
Why is your shop down here in the canal?
Well, the moisture in the air is better.
What is this? Who are you, assassin? Ah.
I'll be back, and you'll be dead.
That was exhilarating.
Inigo. These bounty hunters, assassins. Inigo, you okay?
Mr. Dragonfly would like to take a moment to remind you that he is invaluable and irreplaceable.
Okay. Alright.
If you need anything else, just ask.
Everywhere I go. Maybe I should read this. I don't think that this is one of the assassins, but I could be wrong.
Sell off our skooma if you can.
Maybe.
I'm right here.
It is good for nothing.
You go.
Elven armor. Gold. Potent lingering poison.
I'll follow.
Skooma if you can.
Handwritten letter. No, where's the letter I just picked up? I've got so much stuff. Note on Greywater Grotto. What's that about? Oh, this is from Kalravi? Mage Light. Oh, I guess I didn't have that. Pride of Herstang. Turn undead. Vampires in Boulder Fall Cave. She gave me lots of things to look through. Like I don't have enough. Be here for years. I don't know where it is. I assume it's the same thing.
It is good for nothing.
Where'd the old man go?
You're wounded, Inigo. Like, really badly wounded.
Yeah, okay. I'll heal him.
Are you feeling okay?
Oops, sorry. Making it worse.
Thank you for the concern.
If you say so. To be honest, I don't think I'm still standing.
If you're not going to drink all that wine, maybe you should sell it on.
Where'd the old man go?
Careful.
Oh, he's got a wife here, it looks like.
Here for lessons like Ingen?
Well, okay,
or
you
did you wish to buy something?
Who's Ingen? You, why? I was asking why your shop is down here in the canal.
Well, the moisture in the air is better for the ingredients. It isn't every day that you get your hands on fresh nernroot or painted troll fat. It also makes it easier to gather water when the canal is right out the front door. Besides, I also prefer the quiet. I didn't open this business for browsing. Come in, buy what you need, and get out.
You work alone?
Hardly. In fact, I don't know how I get anything done with all the distractions I have to put up with. My wife, Halfjorg, well, she's a necessary evil, I suppose. Not a lick of talent when it comes to alchemy, but she keeps me fed. Then there's Ingen Blackbriar.
Oh, Ingen
Bright young
Blackbriar.
thing and a worthy apprentice, when she isn't wasting my rare ingredients.
I heard the Blackbriar daughter is quite pretty. What have you got for sale?
So, you're interested in my potions and ingredients?
Well, that's why I came here. No, I didn't come here to come inside and start to fight with some assassins. You don't have much gold, but I might as well sell what I can. Let me speak to your wife. Hello.
Where's my head? I never even greeted you properly.
You've got your hands full, eh?
I swear if I wasn't around, Elgrim would forget to eat his meals. How we make any coin at all is beyond me. In fact, I need to arrange for someone to pick up an ore sample for me in Shore's stone. Goodness knows Elgrim won't lift a finger to do it.
Shore stone? I could get that for you.
You would? Oh, that would be wonderful.
It's just to the north, isn't it?
Speak to Filnyar in Shore Stone. He's got some sort of ore sample he wants us to identify and was willing to pay us well for it.
Are you an alchemist as well? Well, your husband says you're not.
I know how to mix a few basic potions, but I'm nowhere near as skilled as a master alchemist. I've picked up a few tricks by reading the tomes scattered all over the shop, but I don't have the knack to pull off half of the formulas. I wish Elgrim had spent more time tutoring me than that Ingun girl.
Are you jealous of her?
Oh, no, I didn't mean it that way. Elgrim can barely put on his own shoes, let alone have the energy to pursue a young girl. He's been gushing about how talented Ingen is at alchemy. He'd never say it to her face. That's not his way. I just think Elgrim's taken it upon himself to mentor the young thing, so he focuses a lot of attention on her.
Does it bother you living underground? It's kind of cold and dank down here.
When Elgrim said we were setting up shop down here, I told him he would catch his death. The dirt, the moisture, is disgusting. Who wants to spend their life living like a skeever? But that old bellyacre just fed me some nonsense about light ruining his mixtures and being close to the water.
Okay.
Be careful. The road to Shore Stone could be dangerous.
Full of bears and wolves. Shore Stone. Right here. Yeah, we came right past it. When we were... It wasn't even East March, it was just along the edge here. Around just south of Mistwatch. And then we came down here. We bypassed Shore Stone. I knew it was in the area. I think I even said something. I don't know what this Champion's Rest is. Alright, there's plenty to do around Riften. I'm not cleaning up that mess. What? Again? We just killed two of you inside the alchemist shop. There's another one. Oh, there it is.
Why won't you die?
This keeps happening at alarming frequencies. Alarming frequency. It's getting annoying. These potions they're giving me, though. I don't know if you want to wear this as a helm. Inigo.
Yes?
Let's see. I was already taking the fireball staff from you. He said it's too dangerous to use where we need to. He can hit everybody. Unless he was alone. But he's hitting other people, so... Wait. What are we talking about? Lucian.
How can I assist?
Trade.
Whatever you say, boss.
Too focused on everything else. You got a steel arrow. So, the light painted shield. Why aren't you using it? Will you wear it? No? Well, you're asking for one. Well, I'll just take it back from you then.
Alright.
Alright. Enough of this. Let's go into the Bee and Barb. Spend the night.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
So basically it's warm in here.
You're a stranger here too,
Oh,
huh?
are you that mule everyone's
Visitors
talking
like
about?
us are rare in this part of Skyrim.
Yeah, I guess so. You're not from Riften?
I've been adventuring across Tamriel since I was a fresh-faced young woman, barely able to swing a blade. My travels have taken me from High Rock to Valenwood, elsewhere to Morrowind, and all points in between.
Why are you here then?
Many years ago, I lost my blade, Grimsever, within a Dwemer ruin. I took it as a sign that I was wasting my days in search of wealth. You and I are alike. We seek challenge and great fortune. But for me, that's where the similarities end. You see, Riften is my great beast to be slain, and my fortune comes from gratitude and trust.
What happened to your blade, Grimsever?
It was lost years ago in a Dwemer ruin. Without it, I feel almost as defenseless as a newborn. I don't think I'll ever be able to find a replacement.
I could find it for you.
I couldn't ask you to undertake such a treacherous journey. It would be a fool's errand. But I see that spark in your eye, and I know better than to warn you away. Grimsever rests within the Dwemer ruin of Misinchaleft. Tread carefully.
Shinsalaft, what a name.
Those same ruins almost took my life.
What happened to you in Shinsalaft?
I was adventuring in the depths of the ruins when I was attacked by a massive construct, like nothing I had ever seen. When the Colossus struck, Grimsever was knocked from my grasp, and I was wounded badly. It was only through blind luck that I was able to crawl away from the Dwemer abomination and make my way to the surface. I must have collapsed, because the next thing I remember is Erin standing over me, tending to my wounds.
Oh, that's how you have that follower. Tell me about the Blackbriar family.
Maven Blackbriar, the matriarch of the family, represents everything that's wrong with this city. She's bribed countless officials, has friends back in the Imperial City, and freely associates with the Thieves Guild. I've tried everything I can to protect Riften's citizens from her family, but to no avail.
Who else is in the family?
Well, there is Ingun Blackbriar, Maven's daughter. Strange girl.
I've heard of her.
She likes to spend time down in Elgrim's elixirs working on her alchemy. Then you have Hemming, Maven's son. Spoiled brat
Isn't
and
he in
heir
prison?
to her empire. He follows her word like a loyal dog follows its master. And finally, Sibi, the worst of all of them. He's in Riften jail for murder.
Ah, he's the one in jail. Tell me about the Riften Thieves Guild.
To call it a guild is ridiculous. How can people who would betray one another over a gold coin be considered part of an association? They're the worst kind. Even the Dark Brotherhood abides by a strict set of rules and tradition. These thieves are just rabble. What do you think?
Yeah, you're probably right. I try not to care, though.
That's a shame. Too many people in Riften share your view, and look where it's getting them. It's going to take more than just myself and Erin to help this city. It has to want to help itself first.
She's on a crusade to rid the city of the riffraff. So you're Riften's protector, then?
It's been difficult. I've taken the burdens of this city's problems upon myself, and I keep running into impossible obstacles. Corruption, lies, and deceit are the order of the day here. If it wasn't for Erin, the young man who saved my life, I think I'd already have given up long ago.
How did Erin save your life?
It was Erin who found me dying outside of a Dwemer ruin. If he hadn't brought me here and nursed me back to health, I would have died.
When
my strength returned and he told me about the problems plaguing Riften, I decided fate brought me here for a reason. So I stayed.
Why don't you just bed the man? He's following you around. Everybody, even outside of the city's talking about it. All right,
Please
Mio.
be careful.
Nice
I don't wish
meeting
to
you.
be the reason for your death.
Oh, that's Shatter. He, I think he was talking about you.
What's your problem?
It's another attractive woman. I want to talk about Shatter's depth.
I knew that stupid kid would try and find a way to weasel out of his debt. Look, this is really simple. I lent him some gold, he promised to pay me back, and now he says he's broke. End of story.
You and I both know this is a setup.
I don't care. A deal's a deal.
I'll just pay it off for him. 500 gold.
Don't know why you'd help a stranger like that. But a septum's a septum. Don't care where it comes from. You can tell Shadra his debt's been paid. That'll teach me to try and make extra coin around this city.
Yes?
Shadra.
I already said Shadra doesn't owe me a thing.
Yes,
so
and I'm about to tell him. Shadra.
Any luck with Sapphire?
Yes, you're no longer in debt with her.
By the 8. You actually talked her into it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to say. I didn't think anyone in Riften even cared what happened to me. Look, I was saving this, but I wanted you to have it. I thought I might need it if Sapphire came for me, but I don't need it anymore.
Potion of enduring invisibility. Alright, Shadra.
Have yourself a great day.
You too. I'd like one of those. Why are you still here if you're supposed to be delivering letters?
Damn, I lost another letter. It's got to be around here somewhere.
I don't know if you're the best courier. Losing letters. Talon J.
Welcome to the Bee and Barb, my lord. If I can interest you in one of our special drinks.
Actually, what's on the menu?
Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both?
No, I want one of those drinks you were talking about. Oh, these look really good. How about I have one of the white gold tower and one of... They're not even that expensive. Velvet Lechance.
If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
Oh, hold on, I have questions for you. The man... The Argonian who would know, I guess. The man. Where it is. White gold tower. I don't usually go for these special flavored drinks, but once in a while it's nice.
Is there something I can do for you?
Alright, I have questions.
Tidings.
Tell me about the Thieves Guild.
They're vermin. Garbage. They're exactly what makes this city such a horrible place to live. How appropriate they should live in the Ratway with the rest of the trash.
That's what I've heard. I have to go down there to find them. The sewers under the city? So tell me about the Ratway.
Disgusting. Ruined sewers filled with goodness knows what. There's an entrance down by the canal, but I'd highly advise you to stay out of there. It's the Thieves Guild's territory.
Okay.
If you'll excuse me,
I guess
I have other
43 out of
things to
44
attend
races
to.
ain't bad. I'm practically perfect.
Drink to our youth.
What?
To the days come and gone. For the
Hey kitty. Hey, missing an eye. This cat does not look very happy with me, but I'll try petting it. Oh, it's okay, kitty. Just let me pet you. Aye! Okay. I guess I better take a room, Kirava.
If you've got the coin, you're welcome here.
Yes.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Friendly cat you have.
Right this way.
I know where it is. It's upstairs. What's this? I am ready? My friend, I am ready to pay what I owe. Find me in Riften jail. I'll be waiting. Inigo. Oh, wait. You know what? I'm just going to take this. Obviously, it was meant for me.
Hands off. But this land is ours, and we'll see it white.
You sing well.
Of the scourge that has sullied our hopes.
Look at all the Argonians here.
Come see me in the market if you're looking for the finest custom jewelry in all of Skyrim.
Okay, you wanted it back? Okay. Why is there a child in here? Who are you?
Excuse me, Sarah. Have you seen my pa?
Your pa?
He was trading at the market stalls, and then he was gone. And I can't find him.
Calm down, girl. Tell me what your father's looks like.
But he's got red hair, like me. And a big bushy beard. Oh, won't you help me find him?
I'd like to help, but you need to be more specific.
He's got a scar on his chin shaped like a star, on a big fat belly.
Huh. What kind of father fills his belly and leaves his malnourished child at home?
Well, Paul's always drinking and coming home late. And maybe he's over at the inn, but urchins like me ain't allowed inside.
Well, that don't make any sense. This is the end. Wait a second, did you swipe a gold piece from me?
Don't know what you're blabbering about, Captain. If I was you, I'd keep my lips shut. Noisy people get stuck before sound passes their lips. And the thing that sticks you, it slips right back into the gutter unseen. Or you can let me slip off without a fuss, and we'll be as merry as a midyear morning.
Hold on, I'm not a second. I'm not going to rat you out. I just want to talk.
Sounds like you're stolen till a guard walks past and nabs me. Why risk it? What's in it for me?
A septim or two to get you a few meals, if I like what you say.
Fair trade, Captain. For a few clink, I'll seem like a sparrow. So what do you want?
Where are your parents, girl?
Pa's a sailor with a kid every port from Sardinian to Stros Mackay. One of them ports is Windhelm, and one of them kids is me. Ma's a skooma fiend. She likes to go where the skooma is. One day she went off into the ratways to get us some more, and never came back.
I see.
Probably murdered for the clink she had on her. Or maybe it was a skooma that done her in. Don't matter all that much to me. If she showed up here tomorrow night, right as rain, I'll spit right in her face and tell her to go kiss a daedra. I'll take care of myself.
Don't you get lonely?
So you wanted them bleeding hearts to pinch scepters from all the time then? I got my scalp and my wits and all my fingers. I don't get lonesome.
Where do you sleep?
I got my bedroll right by the fire in Beggar's Row. Would be aces if Edda didn't snore.
Tell me about Riften.
Riften is a stink hole, full to bursting with suckers of all kinds. You got the lovers coming in all trussed up to get troughed at the temple, giggling like maids. You got the guards who don't know a dog from a dragon, and the city folk who seem to want to get robbed blind.
They're just trying to build a life. People just can't up and leave.
Yeah, well, neither can I. I do what I have to get by.
How old are you? 8?
Not
9?
everyone gets to snuggle up in the warm beds, Mama and Papa reading them some foolish story about heroes and maidens and loincloths.
How do you manage to keep fed?
You're joking? There will always be that stinker of a fool ready to pat my head and lose their purse. Or a fellow sneaky type wanting the freshest news that's trickled down into the gutter. And when fools are short, there's always skeevers to eat. Cook up nice with a touch of pilfered garlic and a dab of lifted lavender. Lots of skeevers in the warrens. I don't like it down there though. Full of crazies and some mage type who sets my spine tingling.
No, thanks for telling me what it's like down there. There's some mage type down there?
Yeah, Daggery something. All the sneaks afraid of him. And I don't much like him either.
What's the most expensive thing you've ever stolen?
I don't much do big jobs. I'll take what I need, and most people here don't have much of value, except to themselves anyway. But this one time, some big merchant came marching into the city, fat as anything, and behind him was a caravan full of all sorts of treasures. I managed to pinch the biggest ruby I've ever seen from him, while he was slobbering all over the meats in the market, and on Helga's backside. But one of the bigger boys dumped me into next midus and took the gem. Big as a scrib it were too. Still, the guards lopped off his head on the way out of the city, so I don't feel too sore about it.
You didn't feel bad for the boy?
He beat me bloody and stole me riches.
Oh, okay.
Then he was stupid enough to get caught. I wouldn't have got caught.
There, have a gold piece, girl.
What do you want for it?
Nothing. Well, just take it.
Oh, alright. Thanks, I suppose.
This...
Goodbye then.
Is there something I can do for you?
Kids, children, growing up, no parents, no direction, no love. That could have been my Lucia in a year or two.
Is there something I can do for you?
No, I'm fine, thanks. I have that other drink. What is it? The Velvet Lechance. It's good. I wouldn't want to be drinking it always. I kind of now I want to chase it down with something that tastes a little more familiar. Nord mead.
With you and all these questions. Very well.
I'll get down to the rift. You think I can...
I'll entertain you a bit more. Go on.
Can't we talk here?
The walls have ears. And you're being tested, lad.
Oh.
We'll talk in the Ragged Flagon.
Gotcha. Okay.
Come back when you grow a backbone.
Tomorrow.
Come see me in the
Oh, hey.
market if you
Hey, watch out.
the finest custom jewelry.
Do you sell? You get around, okay?
Yeah.
Let's see what you have for sale. I have lots to sell.
Take a look.
Not much changed in the morning.
Yeah, sure it is. I've got
What's
to get
another attractive woman? Hello.
Go on then.
Speak.
Deliver my message to Sibby.
In due time. So, you train, I hear?
I'll teach you how to use it effectively and keep you quick on your feet.
Light armor? Oh, I've already trained recently. So, you treat all customers like this. I hear you have a stall outside as well. You're a merchant?
Look, I've moved all over Skyrim selling these bits of junk, and I'm barely scraping by. I'm not out to win friends, and I could care less if you're happy about your purchase or not. I just need the coin. The sooner I get out of Skyrim, the better.
Why would you want to leave Skyrim?
Are you serious? The war is tearing the land apart. The dragons have returned seeking who knows what. Skyrim is going nowhere, fast. If I were you, I'd pack up and get out of here before you end up in one of those burial cairns.
What can you tell me about the Thieves Guild?
They'd stop at nothing to take your last bit of food if that's all you had. The Ratway's too good a place for that scum.
What is the Ratway?
There are ruined sewer tunnels beneath the city. The only way I know how to get in there is through a door off of the canal. If I were you, I'd keep my feet dry and stay up here.
I have to go down
Come back
there.
when you're ready to
Go on
spend
then.
more gold.
Deliver my message to Sibby.
Well, he's the one in prison.
All right. I'll entertain you a bit more.
No, bring it off. I've gotten enough. So this is the kind of day it's going to be, huh? Does nobody go to the market stall? Well, you're still here.
Come
Hello.
to see what brings you to Ballamon today.
What you got for
Repair?
sale?
Purchase?
Let's see what you have.
The finest weapons and armor.
Surprised you're not cleaner with all this rain pouring down on you. I'm not sure. The only thing I really want are materials to create my own. I can, but another time.
Remember,
I've got things I have to do
genuine
today.
fire salts will do. The forge knows the difference.
I don't know if I'm clean enough. Let's go down before I go see the Jarl. Let's clean myself off some. Let's take the hood off too. Ooh, this is deep water, isn't it? Not that I want to do this, but got to be done. Yep, drink her no more. Oh, let's go into the... I think these are people's homes. I have to find the actual entrance to the Ratway. I figured it was Blackbriar Manor. What Take their nightshade though. Oh, this is the temple tomorrow. I'll take their flowers. Oh, what do we got here? Small guar. Hello.
Please. Please, I need but a septum. A septum is all I ask. Is that so?
Here. Here,
Oh,
here.
thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. All right, then.
Look at all these flowers. I really like flowers here. All the paintings in there are flowers. Oh. Oh, the graveyard. Well, I'll take any nightshade. Got a lot of it now. Not like Falkreef's, but... Hey, what's this? When did he die?
What could it mean? The return of the Dragonborn? And who am I?
I don't know. He's got a note on him.
This could possibly hold that honor and such power.
Let's see. What does the note say? Yes, I'm reading it in the rain. I've got so many notes to look through all this. Note to Ingun. That was the letter I have to return. Thief's note. I think that's what it was. What does it say? The fox told me he wore the cowl to forget himself and start a new life. Yet I'm the one who can't remember. Every time we meet, he's a stranger to me. Or was it a she? It doesn't matter. I spoke his words to a beggar. Told her shadow hide you. She slipped me a note that confirms my suspicions. The grey fox is dead, and now that I've seen his headstone, I know for a fact his time is over and the cowl will be passed on. I'm going to be the next one to wear it, and when I do, I'll become so rich, I won't need any memories, I'll just buy new ones. The grey fox, they talked about that at the Thieves Guild. Something about the mask. No one knows who the grey fox actually is. But from the way that that letter read, it sounds magical. Look at all these things. Oh, so much in one area. Rich, very rich for alchemy. Ah, Talos. Gonna be able to make a lot of potions soon. Alright, let's go see the Jarl since I'm nice and cleaned up. Let's not waste it. Might get stinky standing here in the rain. Is that the back of the Blackbriar's yard? Unless their backyard. Okay, so that's the temple, Blackbriar's home, temple tomorrow right here.
The Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Such a thing has not happened.
That's old news. Old news. Am I missing something? Where's the Jarl? I thought it was right here.
Because I've never seen the world with my eyes. I can perceive it intensely in so many other ways. Sounds, smells, textures. Everything is magnificent.
The woman who cannot see. Blackbriar Meadery. Listen. Yeah. I will go down there to the Ragged Flagon, but for some reason, I don't know why, I cannot find where...
Sometimes, I wonder what it's
I think I was passing by it the whole time. It's right here.
Havel
our scouts come up with any information on these reports of
Nice
dragons?
haul.
Yes, milady. That unpleasantness at Helgen supposedly involved a dragon. It killed several soldiers before it defied.
I get so tired sometimes. But I'm not satisfied until I finish every task in my journal. You understand, don't you?
I've also taken the liberty in preparing
I'll talk to you in a moment.
private
I'm here to see the
carriage,
Jarl.
just in case.
Good. If Riften should fall, it's only right that its leader be spared.
Welcome to Mistvale Keep. I'm Jarl Layla's steward.
My lady.
and
Welcome to Riften, traveler. I hope the road fared well for you.
Huh. If you don't mind me asking, what is your stance on the war?
While I feel Ulfric's cause is just, my concern is for the people of the Rift. How can they continue to lead their already meager lives with dark clouds looming overhead? My heart goes out to them. If only our coffers were deeper, I could protect them as they were my own family.
What of Ulfric himself?
With the Stormcloaks at his back, Ulfric's poised to rid Skyrim of the Empire's forces and invalidate our involvement with the White Gold Concordat. Many have died taking up arms for this cause. I fear that the land will be stained with blood for years to come.
What can you tell me about the Thieves Guild?
We're all eager to see them brought to justice. Maven Blackbriar has assured me that they're being dealt with appropriately. As one of our city's most influential citizens, she's taken it upon herself to oversee their incarceration.
I heard she's connected
Sadly,
with
they're proving elusive, but I have confidence that Maven won't give up until this city has been rid of them all.
All right, my lady. I'll let you take. Let you eat your breakfast
Good journey to you.
or your lunch. This is her steward.
As Riften's steward, I'm afraid I can provide only limited assistance.
What's with all
but
the
speak
Ultimate
your mind.
stewards? Hello.
Welcome to Mistvale Keep. I'm Jarl Layla's steward, Anuriel.
So what do you do around here?
As steward, I serve as an intermediary between the Jarl and her subjects. I also handle the less important and day-to-day policies that affect daily life in Riften. Lately, I've had my hands full suppressing these ridiculous accusations of corruption in the keep.
What are the rumors of corruption you mentioned?
There are those that believe the Jarl does nothing for this city, that it's corrupt and run by the Blackbriar family. I can assure you that this is entirely false. We are fully in control of everything.
If you have to say it. Tell me about the Blackbriar family.
Maven Blackbriar is the owner of the largest and most profitable business in all Skyrim, the Blackbriar Meadery. We're pleased to have her in Riften. She brings stability, opportunities for employment, and strategic value to our city.
Tell me about the Thieves Guild.
I'd hardly call them a guild. More like unorganized rabble. In fact, I wouldn't say they were a threat at all. No, our resources should be spent on preparations for invasion.
Okay, I guess you don't have any work for me.
You're welcome in Riften, as long as you continue to obey our laws.
But the bounties have been given out. Alright. Good of you guys to show up.
Never should have come.
What? Got an assassin here. Aye. What is going on? I can't move anywhere without assassins following me. Kill her!
Die graciously.
I don't know what's going on with that. Poison. I'll take these. Everywhere I go. An assassin. Starting to drive me a little mad.
Look at all the food. It would be such a waste not to eat it. Of course, my hero will have to eat most of it.
But I'm not satisfied until I finish every task in the journal.
Yeah, you were saying?
You understand, don't you?
Hmm?
Hey, what do you think you're doing dragging those muddy boots in here? This is the Jarl's Keep for Debella's sake.
Oh.
Oh no, and an adventurer of all things.
Of course I am.
You're not diseased, are you? By the gods, I just got over that case of ataxia, and now this.
I apologize, it won't happen. Oh wait, but I'm not sure what you're looking at. My boots are clean, I just cleaned myself.
Maybe you can't see it, but there's all kinds of dust and dirt floating around your body. Or maybe you're a mage like Melandria and you just make all the dirt invisible and I don't see it right away. Oh gods, what if you've already infected me?
Oh, you have your issues,
wrist.
don't you?
I think I have hell joint. Or rot limb.
Are you okay? Perhaps I shouldn't have hugged that vampire.
You what? Oh no, I'm not on break for another few hours. What do I do? How long can I wait before I turn? By Stendar, I need blood. No, I mean a priest. Oh gods, it's already happening. But I can't leave. My employer will kill me. You haven't turned yet, have you? Then maybe I've got time.
What's your name?
I'm Dirasi, the Jarl's maid. If you want to talk to someone important, try the steward. I just set the table and sweep the floors. I don't even live here. Normally maids sleep in the servants' quarters, but I usually stay at the Temple of Mara.
I
won't
see.
sleep on a bed of any kind. They're a perfect hiding place for a hive of yellow ticks.
Do you have some sort of issue with Wylandria?
It's her crazy experiments. I can't go near her counter without catching something or other. And the way she hoards things and then just leaves them out for days. I just don't understand it. Why does a Jarl even need a court wizard? Mages can't be trusted. You ever read about the Thracian plague? It was created by a Slode, but I'd bet my life he was also a mage.
Mages are fine. Wylandria may not be the best example.
How would you know? Are we just expected to take Melandria at her word? That's what's so scary. I trust the Jarl, the steward, and the housecarl, but what do they know about magic? The court wizard could be doing harmless research, or plotting to kill the lot of us, and no one would know the difference.
You seem to be rather paranoid about disease.
It's not paranoia. I was bedridden for the last 3 weeks with ataxia. My employer, I mean the Jarl, was very angry. There was so much dust. Before that, it was the rattles. I got too close to one of Valandria's jars and inhaled some kind of spore. Before I got the rattles, it was rock joint, and before that, it was collywobbles.
I thought sounded like you made it up. Exactly how many diseases have you contracted?
In the brief time I've been maid at Miss Vale Keep, I've gotten dampworm and the droops, witbane and witherfoot. I've survived this long through perseverance, not paranoia. I dust the floors and wipe the tables, wash the dishes and change the linens. I make sure to clean every nook, cranny, crack, and corner of this place, and sometimes it's still not enough.
Collywobbles? I don't know what that is, but please don't cough on me.
You're right to be scared. I may have recovered from the collywobbles, but that doesn't mean I'm not contagious. According to Elgrim, the main symptoms are sluggishness, shortness of breath, joint pain, and weakness. If you start to feel any of those, I would head down to the temple. Or if you've got the coin, Elgrim's elixirs. He's the local apothecary.
Yes, I've met him. If you, It is difficult keeping this place clean, I take it.
It depends. The dust tends to gather around the corners, and that's easy to sweep up. The court likes to feast, but nobility generally keeps the dining area clean. Thankfully, my duties don't extend to the barracks. The rug is a different story. It's not as easy to spot dust and dirt, and even harder to get out stains.
Has anyone offered to help?
Well, Andrea offered to make some sort of liquid soap concoction out of goat fat and lavender, but thankfully she forgot about it. course, that's part of the problem. That wizard is always forgetting about her experiments. It's almost like she gets halfway done and then it turns into something else. I have no idea what is and isn't trash, but the flies sure do. They'll find a rotting piece of meat and lay their eggs, and come down the keep will be riddled with maggots inching their way across the floor.
Ugh. Some say a little dirt never hurt anyone.
Son of a mud crab, are you joking? A little dirt never hurt anyone? Tell that to everyone who died in the Crimson Plague. All it takes is one rat in a crowded area to infect an entire city. One little spore flying up your nose. That's the really frightening part. Ingun Blackbriar told me we eat and breathe poisons every day. Same things that give us life could kill us. By Izamir's beard, that's the scariest sodding thing I've ever heard.
Why is that?
If what she says is true, then every meal, every breath is like gambling with your life. I wish I could cook all my food in a stew of cure disease potions, but I can't afford the ingredients.
I want to go back to my earlier questions.
Okay, just be quick. I think my nose is starting to run, and I'd rather not wipe it on my hands.
Oof. No, I think we're done. You, go wipe your nose.
All right, then.
You couldn't
Out of my
possibly be
way.
the Dragonborn
The son of the
Fletcher.
Jarl has no
Could you?
time for idle
I am.
conversation.
Got
with
to thinking.
travelers.
Maybe I'm the Dragonborn, and I just don't know it yet.
No, there's only one Dragonborn, at least that we know of. I take it you protect the Jarl.
Indeed. There have been multiple attempts on the Jarl's life. We're not certain if it's the Dark Brotherhood or simply Imperial sympathizers. We've also had run-ins with spies attempting to probe our security for weaknesses. I work with the city guard to make certain they fail. At the end of the day, I'm the last line of defense for the Jarl. I will not allow her to fall.
Tell me your thoughts on the war.
Ulfric's a bloody hero. I don't think there's a worthy Nord alive who dare argue the point. He's taking the Empire to task and making them answer for their crimes. I don't think I'll be content until Ulfric sits upon the throne of Skyrim with the ashes of the Concordat at his feet.
Tell me about the Thieves Guild.
Liars and bastards. Every one of them. I'd have their heads on a pike if it wasn't for the war effort. All I need is a dozen men, and we could march into the Ratway and burn them out like rodents. Stormcloaks won't have it, though. Too busy keeping the Imperial forces at bay.
Must be extensive sewers. So tell me about the Ratway.
Everyone knows the Thieves Guild uses the old sewer system beneath Riften as their hideout. I'd go down there myself, but that would leave Jarl Layla unprotected.
I see the dilemma. Alright
I'm
then.
keeping my eye on you.
Well, you don't really have to. Ah, alchemy. Enchanting table. Come to the right place. I take it you're the court wizard?
Did we have an appointment? No.
Well, you're an
Was it
odd-looking
delivery?
one, aren't you?
I can't remember.
Hey,
Excuse my disorganization, but I'm in the middle of some delicate experiments.
what has you so preoccupied?
Someone actually interested in what I'm doing. Amazing! Well, allow me to explain. My experimentation involves a magical construct and a reagent that will allow the construct to maintain a field of permanent harmonic energy.
Huh? I can't understand, but what's the point? Fascinating. Do go on.
Aha! So, you're a student of theoretical applied harmonics. Putting
not
aside
really.
Ralston's constant of universal inversion for a moment, how would you approach the problem? Draw the harmonic energy into the reagent, or allow it to generate its own field?
How about using, calipers?
Calipers? That's utterly ridiculous. Maybe long ago you could just find calipers in every household across Tamriel, but not anymore.
Uncle said there used to
Hold
be
on.
everywhere.
You've given me a brilliant idea. Just as calipers hold materials in place, a soul siphon can hold magic fields in place.
Ah, I'm helping you.
Genius! And I'm sure you've completely worked out how to counteract complete dimensional collapse, right?
Swallow a soul gem?
Are you completely insane? Swallow a soul gem? That has to be the most brilliant and unexpected solution I've heard in a long time. It solves all of my problems and keeps the field stable. Now all I need... Wait, what were we talking about?
Ugh, you're hopeless. You appear to need help getting organized.
Yes, I could use some help with that. An assistant, perhaps? No. Maybe a familiar. No, too messy. Well, at any rate, organization is not my strong suit. Not at all. I need as much help as I can get. In fact, if you could retrieve a few things for me, I could start on my next set of experiments.
What? What do you need me to get?
As you can imagine, I tend to forget things often. Leave things around. I really must learn to put these things away. What I need is my Dwemer stirring spoon, my orichalcum ingot, and my grand soul gem. In fact, I could use them immediately. Bring those items back to me, and I'll be happy to experiment on you.
What?
No, that isn't
Don't
right.
want that.
I'd be happy to reward you.
Ah, there we go. Okay, point the way and then I'll get them.
Excellent. I can't wait. Well, why are you still standing here? Oh, right. You need to know where they are. That would help.
Well, your note says Farm, Iverstead, Winterhold, Windhelm. Oh, okay. They have to be your soul gem, your orichalcum ingot. So where exactly am I going?
Let's see. Last time I used the Dwemer's spoon was at my dear friend Bodhi's house in Iverstead. Fellstar Farm, I believe it's called.
Okay.
The orichalcum ingot should still be at Winterhold at the Frozen Hearth Inn. I don't know why I didn't just take it with me.
You just left it there.
And last is the soul gem. I left that one in Windhelm at the White Phial Alchemy Shop. It was a good trade, too. Oh well.
Oh, okay. Where can I learn more about magic?
Winterhold. You want the college there. They teach quite a bit.
What have you got for sale?
So, you wish to master the arcane arts?
I don't know about mastering them. Oh, you have a lot of nice things. Lots of soul gems, lots of spells. Okay, well I know where to go if I need to sell anything. But I'd like to use your enchanting table and your alchemy
Where did I
lamp.
put those spiders?
Let's get to it. Put on the ring first. The alchemist. Alright, let's see what I can make. Oh, I got really dirty after fighting that assassin. Blood all over me. Got so busy making potions that it took me the rest of the day. And enchanting. Alright, what could I use? Let's say more health. Let's improve my archery. Oh. No, let's not. How about more restoration? Improve my restoration skill. It's good to me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.